Good Monday morning, everybody. It's Shelliedee here. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial, and well, I don't want to say makeup tutorial. I'm just going to get ready for the day, and I'm going to try some new techniques with applying makeup. So for starters, I'm going to use my Dew Confidence, and I'm going to put it under my eyes. And I'm going to rub it all in. And I'm going to put it all over my face, too. And you only need a little bit. It's an oil base moisturizer. So first I'm going to moisturize, like usual. Hey, Uncle Joe. Just getting ready for the day.
I don't want to drag this out, so I'll just say this. I decided to drop the lawsuit. In return, I'll need to open a parasol. Yeah, I hear they got good bread over there.
So I'm going to try some new techniques that are supposed to, especially for hooded eyes. I've been watching some people, and I have hooded eyes, so when I put my makeup on, I'm going to try some new stuff. The next thing I'm going to do is put my eye cream on. This helps with lines, under eye bags. And this is the Eye Arise by Lime Life. I'm having a really bad day today. Feels like somebody's stabbing me right in my right shoulder, and it sucks.
She wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. And long-lasting gain centipedes.
My shoulders are just killing me. I'm going to have to sit with the heating pad on and the vibrator pad on. But I thought I'd get on quick and do a little video for you guys. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I'm using First Base Primer. And I'm just going to let that set on and dry for a few minutes. While that's drying, I'm going to get my other stuff ready to apply. So how's everybody's Monday going? How you doing, Uncle Joe? Hanging in there? Okay. Alright, so I think it's pretty dry. So I'm going to be using Olive One, which is right here. And I'm going to try this technique, and we'll see how well it works. I have my brush. This is going to be fun. Watch me botch it up real good. Hi, Terry. I miss you, Terry. I can't do x-ray anymore because I have 9 herniated discs in my back, 3 vascular tumors on my thoracic spine. I'm just a hot mess. Not to mention bilateral shoulder tears, impingement syndrome, etc., etc. but I'm still able to put makeup on, so that's what I'm doing. So that's a plus side. And I'm trying a different technique today. Trying this different brush. I usually use a different brush, but I'm going to give this a whirl and see how it works out for me. I'm also going to play around with contouring too and see how that works out for me. Oh.
Happy holidays. I cannot wait to share with you the gift of music.
Garth and Trisha Live, Sunday, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, and 8 Pacific on CBS.
This is insane, Ray. You brought it on yourself.
This will never stick. You're overstepping your authority.
You're lucky. I'm not bringing you into a witness intimidation. No, this is on me. Okay?
All right, so I did everything around my eye, but I didn't get up to my eye because I'm going to use some concealer there and see how this new technique, it's a combination of two techniques of two artists I've seen, so we'll see how well it works out for me. And here's my concealer. So now I'm gonna just dab it in a V-shape motion, and I'm gonna go over my eyelid with it because it almost acts like a primer. Under my eye.
Dr. Fraser said that the results of my EMG gave him a clear image of the copper.
All the way over. And when you have a hooded eye, you want to make sure that you apply your makeup and you do your eyebrows in a certain way so that it gives the illusion of a lift to your eye and your eye is not being pulled down. So we're going to try this out today and see, because I have hooded eyes. Lucky me. Big eyes, but they're hooded. So I'm just dabbing this in. You can use a sponge if you want, but make sure it's dampened first, because if you use it and it's not dampened, it's just going to absorb all your products, and that you don't want. I'm using the 00 concealer right now, and I'm going to do a little design up here, and then I'm going to fix that. And over here too. Okay. So that's the concealer. Now I'm going to time set my face for now. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this time setter and I'm going to spray a spritz on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to tap it over the concealer here till it starts to almost dry.
I think most people that you're getting just what you deserve. Nothing.
And I'm just going to tap it out here too.
There have been times I have seen another side of Theo. The human, compassionate. I saw it most when you were dealing with Dina. You ought to lead with that Theo. He seems like a pretty good guy. You made a mistake. Now the question is...
Okay, so yeah, now it's getting like tacky dried, so that's good.
Let it go and bring on the normal result.
That's what I want, according to my videos I'm watching, for some added tips on different types of eyes. What a difference already. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I have to find my translucent powder, and I'm going to do possibly what they call a baking of your eye or your makeup. Okay. So you don't want to use powder all over your face, just where you need it. Here it is. And I'm going to take a nice, fluffier, smaller brush, and I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to really coat it here with the powder. And then I'm going to just tap it in and roll it. Tap it in and roll it. Tap it in and roll it. I'm just going to keep tapping it in.
You're gonna think I'm lying because why wouldn't you?
And tap, 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 tap. Get it in there.
You need representation more than ever, Bill.
Okay, so now I'm gonna take my my makeup blender and I'm just gonna dab it in there and then just dab it on. There we go. What you do to one side, you must do to the other side. There we go. Good. I don't want it to look creased or messy. So then I'm going to just put a bunch of powder right here to help me when I do my eyes. And then I'm going to brush it away when I'm done. And if you make a mistake or something doesn't look right, no stressing over makeup. It's just easy. And this is what you're doing. You're just, you do what makes you feel good. I am going to dab a little more concealer in here. Because the brush I was using is clean and it was a little wet. So, okay, now let me take the primer again and just give it a spritz and then just dab it a little more so it doesn't look creased or a hot mess. I'm going to just take the blender and pat that in. Oh, much better already. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look cakey or creased, so that's a good thing. Oh, I got a little mess happening here, but I'll fix that. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do now is my eyebrows. I'm going to find my dark eyebrow claim to frame pencil. And this plays a role too when you have a hooded eye. Let's see here. Here's my darkest one. And here it is. Okay. Got it. So now with the eyebrows, I'm just gonna outline them. And you want to take them up. And if you measure from your nose to here, this is where your arch should be. So I'm gonna just take it up. And you don't want them to extend very far out at all. So here's where you want your arch, and you don't want to take it out far at all.
Not really. Neither of us did, really. I mean, everything that happened between us was based on a total misunderstanding. I thought Thomas was kissing Hope. It wasn't even Hope. It didn't occur to me that
Okay, so now here we go again on the other side, and if I take it, that's where you want your arch to be.
what was going on and would have avoided
So,
this entire misunderstanding, which is affected so many lives, including ours.
and you don't want to drag your line down very far, because if you do, then it's gonna drag your eye down instead of lift it up. And that's what you don't want to do when you have a hooded eye. You don't want to drag it down. Okay, so now I'm just gonna blend it in with the spoolie on the other end of my claim to frame pencil.
The Finger Lake is now the unfortunate leader in number of hospitalizations. Western New York, Central New York, Mohawk, they're in about the same position. But Finger Lakes is higher. Southern tier of the country is lower. Hudson is somewhat lower. Capital region is doing well comparatively. Long Island, New York City are doing well. COVID positivity rates. You see the same for Lakes is at the highest number.
God bless you, Terry, working in the hospitals with all this crap going on.
Central New York and Western New York. So we are seeing a flattening in Western New York, which is good news. We're seeing great in Finger Lakes, which is bad news.
Hi, Juliana.
Long Island, 5.7.
It's got to be absolutely crazy at the hospital, huh, Terry? I don't know if you've ever heard of Color Street Nails, but I also, I sell those too. Uncle Joe, I think actually Amanda would really love them. You never mess with liquid nail polish again. There's no drying time on them. And right now I have a special going on my Color Street Shelliedee VIPs site, and they're buy 3 get 2 free, so that's really a good deal. You get 1 free from me. Okay, so if your brows seem to be a little darker than you like them, you just take a powder brush and just go over them with some translucent powder. And you'll notice I have the arch where it's supposed to be, and I didn't take them down real far because that just drags your eye down. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and put my eyeshadow on today, and then I'll fix this mess up when I'm done. So I always like to do a base coat eyeshadow. And the one that I'm going to use today is the one I use every time I do my eyes. And it is Cream Boat. And this is it right here. Either tap your brush off or blow it off, whatever you prefer to do, because you don't want fallout happening on your face. And I'm gonna just tap it in.
Confusing just on the facts. I have said multiple times what right? And then people say to me all the time, well, then what's the problem?
And see, the powder kind of gives me a
That is
line to stop so that I'm taking the eye up,
yes,
not down.
one of the lowest positivity rates in the United States.
So this kind of sets your eye
Congratulations.
after I put the concealer on.
Doing the right thing. Congratulations. That's the good news. One of
It
the
sets it
the entire United States of
and
America.
primes it for when you start doing your powder, okay? So that's what this is doing.
Everyone else, yes. But everybody losing down, right? This is your much activity until you can't because of public health. The other states are already closing down. You are big state.
I think I might be adventurous today and put some blue in my eyes. We'll see how that works.
We don't want to close down.
I like to play with colors.
And everyone else
A lot of people are afraid to play with colors. Don't be afraid.
is and doing better than a universe.
See, and again, the powder kind of gives me an up.
Isn't that comforting? And
And what a hooded eye just means is when I open my eye, you don't see much of the lid, see? At all, because it's hooded.
one person says hospital left.
So when you have a hooded eye, you're going to have to make some adjustments with your makeup.
The percent of positivity leads
So,
to the percent of
let me see. I think I'm going to
it is a linear
go in with high quality now, and I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush, and this is high quality right here,
the number of cases turns into hospitalization.
which is a nice gray.
I'll tell what it's going to be.
And again, you don't want to
It is that simple.
go lower, you want to go higher with it,
Death,
higher on your eyelid.
activity is a precursor.
So I'm just kind of doing a swirling motion, and I'm not taking it all the way over,
So they're all same thing. I don't want positivity or hospital.
like most people say, a windshield wiper or a rainbow motion. No, I'm not doing that.
Our metrics, we build that in. We
I'm not taking it all the way in the corner. You don't want to do that when you have a hooded eye.
That is in the calculus. So one is skeptical and cynical and still
And you want to go higher. See how I'm going higher here? You want to go higher because you have that hooded eye.
there is no politics or rhetoric in not going into the hospital. Cynical.
Okay, now I'm going to go to the other side.
Okay, you're going into the hospital because they feel good, because they want to vacation. Do you think the hospital accepts somebody who's not really sick? Okay, going into a hospital is inarguable. That's an inarguable.
And again, I'm keeping it
Deaths
here
are an
from my nose to here because you want to give the illusion of it upward. You don't want to drag it down. You want your eye to appear wide open and uplifted, not down. And with hooded eyes, this is tricky, so you gotta.
just sending people into the hospitals to fill the beds, right?
And again, like I said, I'm not taking the shadow all the way to the corner. You don't want to do that when you have a hooded eye.
Hospitals in 35. Factor out these numbers. That's what if nothing changes. The increase
And I raised my eyebrows so I could get higher up good without
if nothing changes,
any issues.
that's
I'm just gonna blend this a little more here.
it's a problem. It's more of a problem in Monroe, a problem in Central New York, it's a problem in New York. Problem in New York City. New York City is different. There's more density. There's more
There we go.
crowding. Rate the transmission rate, the virus spreads much faster in New York City. Anyone who doubts that wasn't here in the spring or has
I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. This COVID is scary and it sucks. Okay, so that's that for the high quality. Now I'm going to take Luxor, which is a really cool color. And let me just find what brush I want to use. I'm going to use this. It's a thinner but dense brush. And this is Luxor here. It's like a shimmering gray right here. I'm going to take that color. And I'm just going to make like a V.
We go back to where we were. All non-essential businesses close. They go to zero. So, yes,
and I'm going to swirl it.
Well, I'm upset that you're trying to change the trajectory. You should be happy. Because if we don't change the trajectory, we're going to go to shutdown, and then your business is going to close. And that, my friends, is a real problem. Worry about that. Because that is a real worry. That's...
And again, I'm staying where it's still angled up.
Are the real worries, and they are viable worries. This is not an over-anxious personality. This is not far-fetched. This is something to really worry about.
Still angled up.
How do you change your trajectory? You do two things. Number one, with some trying to increase frankly, hospital management. We saw what happened and it can't happen again. We've given the hospitals flexibility, adding 25% more beds and adding another 25% more beds or adding reducing elective surgery. So we've given hospitals capacity enhancement.
I'm just getting it on. I know it looks like a hot mess, but I'm going to blend it all in.
Managers have to manage the hospitals well. What happened in the spring, in my opinion, and in defense of the hospital managers who I've spent a lot of time talking to, it was a first case scenario in the spring. It had never happened before. I understand that. But there was a failure to balance the patient load. What does that mean? You have some hospital systems. A hospital system is, I have 10 hospitals, I have 20 hospitals,
Okay.
I have 30 hospitals, I have 11 hospitals.
So now I'm going to take a nice blending brush and I'm going to blend that in.
There's very little coordination among them. What happens
And I'm going to use this nice fluffy brush here.
one hospital in a system got overwhelmed, they have the capacity to distribute the patient load to the other hospitals. So their community had a high infection rate, that community came into that hospital sat there and got overwhelmed. Meanwhile, you had a hospital in their system to the left and to the right that had additional capacity. That was Elmhurst Hospital.
Okay, so starting to look better already.
We know what zip codes are increasing. We know that.
So now you can see the shadow above the hood, which is what you want when you have a hooded eye. Because if I were to open my eyes all the way, you're not going to see that shadow there. I am going to add a little more high quality. And I'm going to find another brush because it's still a little, well, it's tough to see on the video because it's, my light is so bright. I really don't need any more.
The second set of
because if I do put more, it's going to be just way too much.
Brooklyn 1.
I just want to even it out a little bit.
Those hospitals have to set alliances with other systems now. Jamaica Hospital, One Brooklyn, independent hospitals all across the state. Form a partnership now with the
There we go. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to brush away this powder off my face. Okay, and I have to fix this part here because it's a little messy. But that's okay, we fix it. We don't stress. So let me get out my concealer again. And I'm just going to put some on.
Mount Sinai, I need you to help. Northwell, I need you to help. That has to be done before. This is not
And I'm going to put a little
hospitals operate.
time setter on it. And that's a little trick to help it stay. And now I'm going to... Or you could even put the time setter right on your brush and then spread it out. Or tap it in.
Don't wait to get overwhelmed and then call up and say, I have a problem. I have people on gurneys in hallways. It's too
Ta-da! All better. Now we're going to play with contouring. So let me get the brush I'm going to use to contour my face. I just had it. I swear to God, if my head wasn't attached to me, I'd lose it. Now where did that brush go? I have plenty of brushes, so if I can't find it, it's no big deal. I'll just use another one. Here it is. No. Here it is. Got it. So this, I'll show you the difference. This is like a smaller version of this one. Okay. And I'm going to use the smaller one to contour. And what I'm going to use to contour is a darker foundation. So I'm going to take a darker foundation. And I'm going to put it.
The number of new cases are coming from and the holiday season. This is much than you think. Can't tell you how many people I talk to who say, I'm staying home and I invite my friends over, so I'm being safe. And say it to me as if they're being prudent.
Okay, so now I'm going to take a stippling brush and I'm going to just blend that in. And you always go downward with it.
The world changed since the spring. The problem in the spring was going out. The problem in the winter is staying home.
And I'm working in a circular motion.
So you want me to stay home? You went over. That's impossible. That's what we're dealing with through the holidays.
Down with your contrast darker color.
I live it with my own family. I had a conversation with one of my daughters this weekend. Where are you going? I'm going to a friend's birthday party. Is it outside? No. It's going to be inside, but there's only 4 of us. We're going to social distance. We're going to eat pizza. I said, how does that even work? How does that even work? What she wants to celebrate her birthday. I get it. But this is where it spreads. And remember, the spreader is not malicious.
We have Governor Cuomo in the background. He's talking about the spreading of corona again. I just wish it would go away, as many people do. Okay, so now we'll do a little blush. And again, You don't have to use powder all over your face, which was something that I was doing, but I've learned you don't have to do that, only in the areas where you need it. So I'm going to time setter set my face. My eyes are looking uplifted, not being dragged down. I'm going to take a little bit of this glowing here, and I'm going to use it with a smaller brush, like a highlighter.
They should wear the mask. Transit, public, private means everybody's wearing masks, but now you're in the middle about household gatherings. It's difficult to stop, and it is difficult to stop.
My brushes are still damp from being washed.
And I think what we're seeing now.
And then I'm going to use blushing right here for my blush. I'm liking this makeup technique that I've learned between two different people so far. So I might stick with it. We'll see.
You're then going to run right into New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and you're going to see another one. And these small social.
Then I'm going to take my big powder brush,
So the winter plan that we talked about last week.
and I'm going to blend this in here.
Positivity index, the hospitalization rate, the hospital capacity, and see risk level of that type of economic activity.
Okay. So far so good. I'm liking it. Hi, Bonnie. Time setter setting. This is a video of me putting makeup on, my daily routine for hooded eyes, to elongate, raise, and lift, give the illusion of your eyes. It's okay, puppy. My puppy's having a nightmare. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my false lashes, one of my favorite parts of makeup. But before I do that, I'm going to curl my lashes. So when I curl my lashes, I put them in and then I tilt this way so that they raise up. I've got to get batteries for my heated eyelash curler because that thing is awesome.
That's not a sprint. That's more of a marathon, 6 to 9 months.
Okay, so that's one. Now I'm going to do the other. Hey, Denise. How are you?
Especially since we just get the vaccine.
I haven't seen you in forever.
It does win the war if, big if, we take.
Okay, so my lashes are now curled. Now I'm going to
You have
apply the magnetic
who are skeptical about taking it. How do you ever get
eyeliner. And I'm just going to shake it up and whack it on my hand a little bit. Now see, this is a tricky part when you have hooded eyes and you're doing like a cat eye wing.
poor communities that have paid the highest price for this
Because your eyes, they
logistical operation like you've never seen,
crease.
which will already work.
And it's sometimes hard to get it where you want it. And then when your eye closes, because it's hooded, the top part drops down.
Congratulations to Department
If you make a mistake, get it right away.
and
Don't wait.
Rose and Robin and Melissa who have been working on this vaccine.
And you can always fix it. So don't stress. So again, I want this wing to go up.
Is key. We have 170,000 doses from Moderna, from Pfizer, 346 from Moderna. We have 90 distribution sites. Today, we're in the process of administering 10,000 vaccines. So New York came out of the blocks very quickly and very aggressively. The vaccine only works if we take it. The vaccine distribution, as you know, what we call this hospital was emergency room, nursing home resident, staff, then long-term.
I got snoring puppies over here.
EMS and other healthcare workers. Phase 2 is other essential workers and
Okay.
members of the general population.
Starting.
The federal government approved the vaccine.
I'm on a live, Lou.
Well, guess what?
What?
I have no mouth homework this week.
49-50%.
Good.
No
Good.
reflex, no math. I only am reading.
Good. Okay, so this wing is a little longer than this one, so I'm going to fix it. Nothing better than your saliva to take it off. That's if you do it right away. If you don't do it right away, you're going to be in trouble because it's going to stay there. It's not going to move. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to fix that up a little bit. There we go, much better. Now I'm going to take my concealer and fix that. No worries. Makeup's fun. We don't stress over makeup. So let me find a brush. Here's a nice thinner one. I'm going to use this one here. And I'm just going to fix this up right here. No worries.
It's not just a political decision, it's a revenue decision. How much money do you need to balance the budget? That is the question for a state tax increase. And is it enough to close the...
And now I'm just going to spray my brush with a little time setter spray. So this will help it just move along a little bit. There we go.
That's the number we asked for from the federal government. We said to them we need $15 billion.
So see, my eyes look lifted up, not down. They look up, not down. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my false lashes. And I got my new Glamnetics. And these are Venus. These are the shorter version of the cat eye lash. And I love big, thick, full lashes. So I just roll them so they shape good with your eye, and then I just pop it on.
It has to be part of a budget so you know how much you're raising and you know what we're doing with it. But to do
That's all there is to it.
knowing how much
Love magnetic lashes. You don't have to get them from Glamnetic. I have my cheap ones that I love from Amazon too. But I just wanted to try theirs.
for the Washington action before,
So again,
find out how much
just gonna pop it right on.
let's say we have a shortfall, then how much
Whoops.
do you want to raise in taxes and how much do you want
Stick it in the wrong place. There we go.
doing it without the Washington funding.
Now when you're doing your eyes, I'm going to put some mascara on my lashes now to blend them with the false. You want to go thicker on the outside and less on the inside. I'm almost done, guys. Thanks for watching. Yay! Hi, Paula. If you need any information or samples regarding Lime Life, send me a message if you want to try it before you buy it. If you're looking for Color Street, you found me. I can hook you up with that too. Color Street nail strips. If you're looking for paparazzi jewelry, which I absolutely love, you want to contact my friend Leanna Lynn McCombs. If you're looking for real jewelry, real nice, all natural gemstones, you want to contact Amy Paoletti at Amy's Fine Jewelry. You can find her on Facebook. Who am I forgetting? If you're looking for Scentsy, you can also contact Leanna Lynn McCombs for that. And if you're looking for Tastefully Simple, Amy at Amy's Fine Gems can help you with that too. So first I'm going to do the bottom lashes, and I'm just going to go lightly. And then I'm just going to blend my lashes into the magnetic lashes. And it's on there. And then I'm just going to do the bottoms a little bit.
And then when Washington actually provides funding in February, what do we then do? Call them up and say,
you can join your one-stop Christmas shop group. There's 5 vendors, I believe, 5 different things if you're looking for Christmas gifts, or like stuff to make your house smell nice, Scentsy, or stuff for cooking, Uncle Joe. That would be Tastefully Simple. Lots of good stuff. Okay, so the only thing that's left to do now is lips. Lips. And I think I'm going to use Ruby Chocolate if I can find it. Today. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I think I know where it is. Just try to get it out here. I hope this is it. This is which color? Creme Brulee? I could use that one. Here's Ruby. Ruby Chocolate. Creme Brulee has a little more pink tone to it, where Ruby Chocolate is more diffused. It's more like a neutrally color. I love this color. This is Ruby Chocolate right here. And I absolutely love this color. So I'm gonna my puppy ran over me in the middle of the night and scratched my lip. I woke up with a scab on it. So it's making this a little tricky. So this is Ruby Chocolate. It's a really nice color. It's got a purpley hue to it. I'm gonna put a gloss over it. There we go. Love this color. one of my favorites. Okay. Put it up here if I can. All right, there we go. So that's that. Now I'm going to find a gloss. And I'm going to use Inspire. And this is a purpley color, and it does have some purple to it. It is so pretty. This is Inspire. Because these enduring lip colors dry pretty matte. Pretty matte. And they dry, like they're drying to your lip, so too. The Perfect lipstick is more moisturizing. I use both. So I'm gonna go ahead and this just gives them a nice shine and hydration. So that's the end of my video. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you ordering lots of stuff from me. Just kidding. But if you do need anything or you don't know where to get it, reach out to me. I can point you in the right direction because my friends and I have a lot of stuff going on right now, sales for the holidays, etc., etc., etc. So if you need something, reach out to me. I will help you. Oh, it looks like I can show you one more little trick. Looks like my grays are starting to come in a little bit here. So I'm going to use some Lime Life eyeshadow to just fill that in. And this is such a neat trick. I love this trick. I'm going to take this big fluffy brush here. And I'm going to use brownie points. Because this will just hold me over till brownie points is this one right here in the middle. This will just hold me over till I get my hair done again. Or should I say till I do my hair again. So I'm just going to put it in there. And then over here. Right in the front where you can see them. So you can use the eyeshadows to help blend in your grays until you can get your hair done or do it yourself like I do. So that's all up to you guys, but it's just a little trick thought I'd share. I know I've shared it before, so I'm pretty much ready for what now? Not much. Sitting with the heater on and the vibrator, but that's okay. I look good. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon.